Hello, good evening, everybody. See, I know I've been getting a lot of questions about how we trade the digital currency market in a profitable way. Okay, we have been given these signals when to buy and when to sell over the week, and it has been going perfectly. But tonight, I'm going to give you the reason why we have been trading it and it has been working perfectly. You see, at Fascot.exchange, we talk about entry reasons, right? Because whenever you want to give signals, you need to make a very valid entry points, so that whenever everybody enter the market, they'll be confident into trading it. But in here at Fascot.exchange, I'm going to take you through some steps we consider into taking trades. Now, to begin with, I'm going to start with Bitcoin. Okay, over the course of the week, we have been trading Bitcoin in a very profitable way, and I would like to share with you some of the strategies we use into making this market in a profitable way. Now, if you look at this chart very well, looking at this chart, what do you see? You see trend line, support and resistance, right? Demand and supply. Okay, but in this demand and supply, you see that most of the time the pattern here, they go through some stages before changing in price action. Okay, they go through a lot of stages before changing in price action. But we're going to talk about the price action here, because this is one of the profitable strategy you can use into making the digital currency exchange. Now, if you watch very closely, some times ago we've been trading Bitcoin from here, I think around April, right? April, we are at a zone here, which I spread out. This zone here, I call out the signal also. You see, Bitcoin fell off from here, right? Instead of finding the resistance, it is not finding resistance there to fall more, right? It is now trying to give you a false breakout. In that false breakout, what do you expect? You were expecting the market to bounce back and then continue the trend, letting you to know that we are not going to fall. The price is not going to fall, but it is in a very aggressive way trying to find ways to go back. Now, it fell from here and then tried to break out of this zone. Now, that was when I draw this trend line here. This trend line trying to indicate, this trend line here, trying to let you know that this price is falling, but whenever it falls, it keeps trying to find support from there. And this zone happens to be the resistance zone, right? In a resistance zone, when you see a resistance zone from there, you're expecting that whenever price reaches there, it should fall, right? Now, the price broke above the trend line. Now, I have a confluence that price is supporting from here, price is supporting from here, and price is supporting from here. Now, there's a chance that whenever price fell off from this zone, there's going to be a breakout, right? That's why you see I spread out this zone as the strong zones where price is reacting to. These are strong zones. Now, there is a breakout out of this zone here. What would you expect? You're expecting a retest of that zone, the market should go long, right? That is why you see we entered a trade from in there. With this bullish confirmation. You see there's a bullish engulfing candle here. So we entered a trade from that bullish engulfing candle, and then we tried to manage to take about 3 times reward. Okay, what I mean by 3 risk reward is that when you are trading a currency, and then you want to try to leverage and make some profit from it, you are likely to close your entry at the 3 times your loss, which means you want your loss to be 3 times, the profit to be 3 times your loss, in case you have some multiple losses in the future, and you'll be able to cover for them. Okay, now after which this happens, we manage to take that profit, one of the best accurate profit that we took so far. Now, working on that zone, you see, price fell off that zone, but I couldn't be able to sell this because I wasn't that sure. I was trading some other currencies. You see, price was supporting from there, creating a double bottom. This is what we call a double bottom in the trade. This is a double bottom. In this double bottom means there's a chance that this price will go up. But eventually, watch what happens in there. The price fell off. You see, price fell off. Why? No one knows So I think it has to do with the news that is happening in the market as at April. I think April, yes. So now we were not able to trade that position. Then I waited for some, for some confirmations before trading it. Now after which the uptrend happens, you know, people are buying massively. Bitcoin is rising. Bitcoin is going up. People start giving in some more energy into buying Bitcoin. You understand what I mean? There's a buyers here. There's a chance of buyers here, and then watch what happens in there. A fake, a breakout. Wow, that was when I realized, whoa, there is something that we need to note about this entry. We need to note this entry out. You know why I said this? Watch closely. If you watch closely, you see there is a pattern happening in here. You see, more like a flag, but this is a bearish kind of a triangle pattern creating in there. See, market tried to go up, break, goes below, was trying to, after then a breakout happens. Wow. After noticing this breakout, I realized there's a higher chance in the future Bitcoin might fall, because this zone is supporting Bitcoin for a very long time. Now it broke out of it. Wow, I was surprised. In the Bitcoin market, this is why I started trading more of the digital currency. Then I pop up into here. Then I see this channel also. I was thinking it's an ascending channel, but there is a breakout below, right? After this breakout below, Bitcoin went up there, fell off again, went in there, and then breakout. After this breakout, you're expecting a retest and then a continuation of the downtrend, right? Then I said, wow, let's go short on this Bitcoin. Immediately I spotted this breakout. After this breakout, then I said, wow, we're going short. Okay, then we entered an entry trying to target the next support, right? Trying to target the next support, because I believe that is where the price will react to. I believe the price will pop up from there. Okay, but then the price didn't pop up from there. We tried to manage and take our profit, after which we took our profit at this zone. I was expecting that this market will give us a bullish sign, but I couldn't be able to see any bullish sign until I realized this market is going short. So after which this market is going short, I tried to enter some entries in here after the breakout of this trend line, because this market is finding resistance from in here. It's finding resistance from in here. Then the breakout happened, and I was thinking maybe this market will, Bitcoin will just pop up and they keep continuing. But Bitcoin couldn't pop up from there, and I took a loss in here. I agree with the loss. The loss was okay. I was okay with the loss because I've been making some decent profit with Bitcoin, and then that loss just fell. Sometimes in the market things like that happen. Okay, they happen in the Bitcoin market. Now, if you watch very closely, Bitcoin found support in here. It's finding support in here, finding support. Then I drew out this zone as a support zone. I drew out this zone as a support zone. Whatever price pops in there, it try to find support, to pump up. I realized there is a liquidity forming at that zone, so I drew out that zone. After which I drew out that zone, I was waiting for this channel to break out. This is an ascending channel, I think. You see, the price fell off, went in there again, creating some consolidation, and then come back in here and gather some liquidity before going up. Now, watch how we entered this entry in here. I found a good confirmation. Why? Because if I couldn't wait for a good confirmation, I'm not going to be confident enough trading it, and I won't know where to place my stop loss and my take profit. You see? Then I saw this huge bullish engulfing candle. Then I said, wow, we're gonna enter this trade, man. This is a buy entry signal. Let's try this buy entry again. Then I re-entered my buy position. Now, after which I've lost a buy position from in here, I re-entered again, to go long on the trade. This is why I said, wow, let's go in there. Then my stop loss was below price, because I was looking at this market and say, okay, now that we want to go long, even if something should, even if the market should come back into this zone, I'll be stopped out. I'm okay with it. This is why I put my stop loss inside the trend line here. Then that if this market should come back into the trend line, and I mean this is a fake out, then I put my take profit at the top, where I feel there's going to be a retracement, okay? Because I feel if this market should get to this zone here, let me drop this zone. I figured if Bitcoin is going to find a resistance at this zone, because it has been finding resistance in there, it has tested that zone about 2 to 3 times. I think 3 times, 3 touch. So after which that touch happened, I believe Bitcoin is going to find resistance in there. So I put my take profit there. As you can see, Bitcoin works perfectly, and then gave us that big profit. Okay. Then after which we took that profit, as of August to September, some entries happened in here because I was unable to follow this trend. Sometimes I throw stops. Okay. Sometimes I throw stops. But if I knew this trend was going to continue like this, I would have trailed these stops and take my profit from this zone here. But don't be too greedy with the market. I tell most of my students that whenever you trade the market, don't be too greedy. Okay, because you never know. Maybe after this retest, there's going to be there's going to be a fall from there. Okay, it's only when you are confident enough or when you are sure of an entry that you entered that you could be able to continue with the trend. Okay, now during the period of this period, if I say I will have some entries in there to begin with, I wouldn't even know that this is a support zone. I wouldn't know why, because I was hoping for this market to fall from here. You understand what I mean? So after which this trend happens, I realize that this is an uptrend. Okay. Now, if this is an uptrend, where would you want to take a new entry? Where would you want to take a new entry? Then this is why I waited for this trend to to relax. Whenever a trend is giving you a higher highs and lower highs, there's going to be a zone whereby it's going to react to, right? Then I spotted out this zone that, okay, if Bitcoin is gaining massive liquidity and people are a lot of buyers in the market, I believe this zone is going to act as a resistance zone, right? Because the price struggle to find support in there before breaking out of it. So that is the next zone for Bitcoin to react to before going short, right? Then I waited for this this opportunity, and I'm so glad I grabbed that opportunity. Why? Because when price got to that zone, there is an accurate rejection, a very accurate rejection with a bearish engulfing candle with a evening star candle. This is what we call an evening star candle pattern there, showing you that this is a chance, this is a reversal zone, and you are likely to reverse. Once I saw this, I went, wow, okay, we are going short. It's time for us to go short. I couldn't be able to gather that that short movement because it was a very fast movement, that happened in there. See that big movement? That movement was massive, man. That movement was massive. I missed out that movement. I was like, wow, this is huge. Now, after which this movement happens, I believe there's a chance for us to get into this market. After which this movement happens, I was expecting that this price will come back to my support zone. Now, this zone has been broken out because the price is not falling from there. Now, after which this zone the price has been broken out. You expect the market to react to that zone before going long, right? Before going long from there. I was like, okay, now let's get into this market. This reaction happened in there. This reaction happens in there. I drew out this zone. This is the zone that Bitcoin has been reacting to. So I was like, okay, when this market get in there, we're gonna short this market. We're gonna sell from there. But later on, after that move happens, I realized, wow, why is this not? Why is this zone not acting as a resistance? The trend line also acts as a resistance also. When you use trend line, because I trade on price action, I don't joke with my trend line, support, resistance, and stuff like that. But this zone here couldn't give me this red candle. I was like, wow, I think it is time for us to go long. then this green candle happens. So, okay, I think it is time we go long. I think it is now time to go long. Before then, I realize it is time for us to go long from in here, because I believe after which this bullish engulfing candle happens in there, we're gonna be finding more liquidity in the market to push this price higher. Now, if you're going to take your profit, where would you want to take your profit? You want to take your profit at the top, at the next resistance, at the next demand. I mean, at the next supply zone, right? Now, where is the next supply zone? This is the next supply zone. This is the next supply zone, because that is where price reacted to the last moment before, the last time when price got to this zone, it fell off, right? So you want this market to get to that zone and then do the same thing. So that is why I entered my entry from in here. I entered my entry from with this bullish engulfing candle. After which I entered my entry, I put my stop loss back into this zone. Then I spotted out my trend line support. My trend line support was here, this trend line support, because I can see price is reacting to that support and has been working on that support very accurately. Since I discovered that this price was acting to this zone very accurately, I put my stops at the top of it, trying to give myself enough room, trying to give the market enough room to give us that big move that we're expecting, and then picking up profit at the next supply zone, which price has been acting to in the past, right? Now, what will happen after that? The price did what? The price rallied. Very accurate. You see, we have our trend line, right? Watch the confluence we have here. We have our trend line acting as a support, right? We have a zone that has been broken out of, a zone that has been broken out of, right? We have our inner trend line here acting as a resistance. Then there's we saw this breakout with a bullish engulfing candle. You see, that is a very accurate entry. You don't get to miss that kind of entry, okay? You don't get to miss that kind of entry. Now, after which price reacted to that zone, you are expecting that this market should, to break the next supply zone, turning it into a support, right? But when price got to that zone, the price couldn't break above. The price tried to maintain this upward momentum. Price tried to maintain this upward momentum, trying to gain support from their support. But invalidation happens in here. It couldn't gather some liquidity, letting you to know that here we just broke market structure. Okay, we just come in here and break market structure. We're not going to go high, but we come in here to break market structure, letting you to know that we are still in an uptrend. So if you check the overall market movement, you see that this market broke structure in here, letting you know we are still in an uptrend. There's a higher chance that in the future the price is going to go higher. No matter how short the market goes, there's a chance it will find support and then go higher to give us a new high, right? Because market broke out of this zone, giving us a new high, letting us to know in the future, no matter how our price react, there's a chance that we're going to break this market structure. There's a chance that we're going to break this market structure and then give us that upward momentum. Now, if you were at this zone, trying to sell off this asset, and you want to sell Bitcoin, you want to go short on Bitcoin from this zone, where do you want to put your stop loss? You want to put your stop loss above price, right? Okay, I think that line is awkward. Let me just put it like this. Okay, let's say you want to put your stop loss above price, right? And then you want to go short and take your profits at the support zone, right? Because this zone, let me just draw it out again. I think okay, now you want your stop loss to be here, and then you want to take profits back at this zone, right? But if you watch closely, you will be stopped out. Why? Because the market gives you that momentum, trying to let you know that this zone, we want to go long at this zone, but there is no liquidity to move this market, but with a high chance that in the future we're going to go longer than that. So I'm there is a chance that Bitcoin is going to gain new support, and then Bitcoin is going to give us a new higher price in the future. Why? Because the market structure has been broken, and then the sellers at this zone have been stopped out, and there's a chance that we're gonna go long, because we are expecting that this price to find support and then try to go in there. Right now, if you watch this zone very well, you see the market fell off. The market fell off. You see, market fell off, reacting to this zone here, this trend line here. Market start reacting to that trend line. Whenever it get there, fell off. Whenever it gets in there, fell off. Right now, I was just watching this zone, and I feel like, okay, if we're gonna go short from in here, now the trend has reversed, and there's a likelihood that we're gonna be seeing more downside of the market. Then I spotted out this zone. Now, okay, let's watch this zone. Then this zone, this trend line, the blue trend line has been acting as support. Ever since I think August. Ever since August, the blue trend line has been acting as a support over the demand zone. Okay, has been acting as support in there, pushing the price higher. So I was expecting a new high to be formed, but that new high couldn't be able to. There is no enough liquidity in there. Then I saw this break of market structure with this big candle here. Okay, let me just try to zoom in there. See, I saw this break of market structure with this bull, with this bearish candle. Then I was watching at the zone, checking out that, okay, if this zone is going to act as new resistance, and I'm going to go short from here, right? Then I'm going to go short. Now I was waiting for a retest of that zone. After which the retest happened, I want to know maybe it's a fake out or is a continuation of the down trend. Now, if you watch very closely, the market came into that zone and then respected it. After which the market, respected this zone. Price was finding support in there. Then watch what happens. Price broke below. After which price broke below, where do you want to enter the market? When do you want to enter the market? Okay, now I entered this market with this breakout, with this retest. After which this retest happened, I was, I saw this bearish engulfing candle, indicating that this price, there's a chance that we go short in this market, and then we can see some downside in this market, in the Bitcoin market, right? Now, after which this happened, because this is a live trade that we are in right now, and we have been watching this entry, and has been giving us some profit in there. We are still on a profit in there, but I'm not going to extend or reduce the price. Now, it's a live trade that we are in right now, and then we are open to if you can see very well, I drew out this this arrow in there. If so far the price broke out from this retest, I'm going to get in, and then we're going to take our profit here, because I believe Bitcoin is going to fall over the week. Okay, Bitcoin is going to fall, and the zone that I'm hoping for Bitcoin to find support to push price higher is this zone here. Why? Because that is the zone that found support in here. It was a resistance before. It was a zone, resistance before, because whenever price get in there, price react. So there's a breakout of that zone here, which is now invalidating this zone that is going to find support. Now, after which the price found support there, instead of finding new support in here, the price is now testing this zone. We are not certain yet, but at least with the confirmations that we have, we believe that Bitcoin is going to find support in here. That is the zone that we're going to be taking our profits of this short, this entry that we are in. And then, as you can see, Bitcoin is forming a channel over the 4-hour time frame. This channel, the price is supporting from there. You know, if I see a break above this channel and a retest with the bullish engulfing candle, I will take my small profit or break even profit from here. But if this trend, if this market should give me that upward momentum, after which this market give me that upward momentum, and then I see a break below from in there and then continuation, then I'm going to hold this trade, you know, telling me that this price is going to go short from here. But with the confluence that we have, after which the price has broken out of this trend line, and then okay, let me just make it simple. After which the price has broken out of this trend line, that is, you know, that act as a support, and then making demand zone to become the supply, because it has been broken out of it now, with a confirmation of a zone here, which is a resistance before, that has now found support. So it is likely to find support from here. Guys, watch this zone very well. Watch this zone very well. This zone will, you know, they are very sensitive zone. They're very sensitive zone. Thank you very much for watching. I would like to see you guys in the next video.